Hey guys, Wick Gamer here. More Kingdom Death. Lantern year 13. We have 10 survivors, and we're facing the hand. Um, we're just still on the ragged edge. I'd like to get our population up a lot higher, but that survival of the fittest is really kicking our butts. So, I fought the hand before, and I feel confident I can beat him. Unfortunately, I was spoiled to the hand before I ever played him the first time, and so there's two ways of beating the hand. There's do enough damage to kill him, or there's not do any damage at all and just survive the attacks, and then he applauds that you survived this long. Now, there's some thought process for me about why that is to be. Why would us not attacking him and not killing him but surviving, what that would mean. And I don't know much about the lore of the hand, but there's the king, and he's the hand of the king. And in my opinion, the hand would applaud that we are refusing to try to kill the hand of the king. So in honor of him, we are not attacking him. We are meeting him in battle, and we're proving ourselves, but we're not doing damage to him. We're not gonna kill him out of respect. We are going to just go out and face him and just defend ourselves and defend our settlement. So I think that's narratively kind of fits. I don't know if it fits into the actual lore of Kingdom Death, but that's what we're going with, right? Our settlement has heard about this king, and this hand is showing up, and we know that the hand has to be more powerful than the kingsmen that have showed up before that we've had a horrible time with. So we've decided to do him honor and not attack, and just defend our settlement. So with that, let me show you who I've brought out. You'll see that there's 0 weapons. I don't have any weapons on my gear grids. They're all defensive, and I'll go over the AI cards and kind of show you the reasoning behind that. But I just went for all evasion. Everyone has shields so they can block attacks. I'm going to use my survival to dodge, and we need to stay fairly close to him because there's a few AI cards that make you get into a certain configuration. And if you don't do that configuration, then you suffer the penalty, which we do not want. It's almost completely deadly to our characters. So we're going to try to stay close to him, but stay on opposite sides, and then be able to dash up or move around to where we need to be, and also kind of rearrange ourselves so that we can kind of spread out the attacks. And we don't want more than one person to get attacked. Another thing about the Kingsman, which we'll go over in our AI cards, is he's got what's it called, a ghost step, which he travels kind of through the survivor and gives them brain damage. I don't have a whole lot of survivors with insanity, so I went out with stone noses to bump up that insanity. I kind of rearranged how I initially had picked my survivors so that the one with the leather armor, because they get that +2 insanity with the leather mask, would bump that up, and then the person that had a couple of insanity, I moved them over so that they didn't. So it was kind of more even. So I think that all of them, and I forgot to mark 27 down. 27 should have 1 insanity, and then 14. Should have 2 insanity, 23 1 insanity, 26 3 insanity. So we're only going to be able to take a couple hits with that ghost step. I don't know. We're just going to have to find out what happens and go from there. But I did the best I could with the insanity that I had. But anyways, let's move over here and let's take a look at the AI cards, and then let's get started. All right. First, we're sending out 26. She is a noob. But we're sending her out with the complete leather armor set, round leather shield. We're sending her out with the stone nose so she can gain a little bit more insanity and that 1 extra survival that'll top her off. We're sending out 23, another noob.
We're sending her out with the rawhide armor set, the round leather shield, the monster grease, the Dradacanthus, so we can get all that survival up and that evasion up as high as we can go, and also the stone nose again for that insanity that we need for his ghost step. 14, we're sending out him as well. He's got that +1 luck, which I love, but I don't want to risk the other characters that have not used their reroll because we need to make some babies. But we're sending him out with Rawhide armor set and the beacon shield, so that's going to give him 4 armor and Dradacanthus to bump up that survival. Lastly, we're sending out 27, another noob. We're sending him out with Rawhide armor set, Stone Nose, Monster Grease, Dradacanthus, a shield, all defensive stuff. As you can tell, again, no weapons at all. We're going to see how it goes.
I also drew one terrain card, which is the acanthus plants, and I'll show you when I set up the board where I put those. But the hand has a bunch of different status cards or special cards. There's these blue lenses, green lenses, and red lenses, and those are closed. And when you make attacks on him, those open and different things happen. So it's usually very, very, very bad things. So more damage, knockback, a lot of different things. So we want to keep these closed, and if we were attacking him, we'd find ways of closing the eyes back up again. I've never even attempted to attack him before. His hit point is actually this impossible eyes. The hand can see everything. When the hand suffers a wound, place a token on impossible eyes instead of moving a card to the wound stack. Level 1 gets 12 tokens. So then once you hit that 12 tokens, you flip the card over and you get respect, which I'm not sure. Let's see here. Yeah, everybody suffers 2 damage. Flammable gear is destroyed. If any of them survive a bunch of damage, then they get the Swordsman Promise secret fighting art, which I've never even seen before. So it's pretty bad. This respect card is not the best card in the world. So we're not going to go with that avenue. We're going to go the applause. So this card, at the start of the showdown, place this card face down at the bottom of the AI deck. And then, at the end, then we'll read this after. We won't spoil it. But something happens and it's better. It's better than respect. So we're gonna shuffle up the AI cards real quick, and then let's get started. I'll show you the showdown board too. So this is applause. It goes on the bottom. So we're basically just looking to burn through this AI deck and stay alive until we get to applause. So we're just gonna have to see. There's 10 cards on this, but a lot of the cards are like, flip this card over. When I flipped it over face down, it does this. When I flip it over face up, it's something else. So we've got more than 10 rounds to go before we finally get that applause card. But we'll see. I'll just have to see how it goes. I forgot to mention, Ghost Step was the other special card. Ghost Step has unlimited range. Move the monster until it passes through the target, then stop and turn to face the target. So there's no dashing out of the way of this. Really, it's just kind of what happens. Any survivors the hand passes through while performing Ghost Step suffer 1 brain damage per monster level instead of collision. Any survivors the hand ends its movement on while performing Ghost Step suffer collision normally. So every round, one person is going to get 1 brain damage. So we want to spread out the attacks so that we can make it through this AI deck without very many severe brain injuries, which will be a feat. Let's go look at the showdown board real quick. I still don't have my 3D board out. I have my 3D printed face that I was going to put out, but there's a hole in the bottom, and it was still leaking a little bit of resin, and I printed this months and months ago. So I super glued the hole up, and it's drying right now, but it's not going to be in this fight, unfortunately, which sucks because it's beautiful. anyways, so he starts on the giant stone face, and then we start on the board edge. So the settlement's on this side, and we're setting up on the board edge, and we have 2 acanthus plants right there. And I believe since we are defending our home, we get to go first. Let's see. The survivors are defending their home. They go first. Okay. Well, hold on just a second. 1 stone column terrain card, 3 columns. Oh, I forgot to do the 3 columns. Doesn't show where to put him. I'm just going to leave him off. So with that, let's get started. So it's our turn first. So we're going to have 14. The guy over there by the acanthus plant with the beacon shield. We're going to have him. Oh man, hold on. He is squeamish. Must depart with consumable gear. Okay, and then we must consume it if there's a card saying. So we can get the acanthus plant without having to consume it, which that's good. I didn't think about that until just now. So he's going to search the acanthus plant. Let's see. Oh, it's out. 10. I've gained 1 fresh acanthus. Strange resource. Archive this terrain. All right. Let's find the strange resources now. All right. Where is the fresh acanthus? We'll put another fresh acanthus on the bottom here just in case we get another one. Okay, so 14 did that, and he is gonna. So that train is archived, and he's gonna move up 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, right here, because we want the hand to jump off of this giant stone face, because we don't want to have to spend an action to get up there if he wants us to do something. So we're just going to pull back, let him come to us, and then go from there. So 27, the other male with the leather shield, he's going to search an acanthus plant. 3, find nothing, archive this terrain. Okay, it's better than an arm injury. And then he's going to move up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just gonna go. I can't remember if he does like sweeping attacks. Yeah, because we don't want to go step through a bunch of people. Yeah, that's we want to spread out a little bit. Actually, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go right there. So it'll still get off, hopefully. No, you know what? I think we're going to go. He was here and he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We're gonna go there and there, and then so both of those actions are done. Now the 2 females. So 23 is gonna move up. 23 is our 23 is this one, I think. Yep, I believe so. So she's gonna move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And she's gonna spend her action to block 1 with her leather shield. Okay. Then, so I'm going to put a token on block, just so I remember. And 26 is going to do the same thing. So she's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we're spread out. So Ghost Step's not going to get through both 2 people, but we're still close enough where we can all kind of converge. We're going to kind of try to keep that going. All right. That's everybody's turn. 2 of them have blocked. The other 2 have searched fresh acanthus. We've gotten 1 fresh acanthus, and this is archive this to fully heal 1 hit location, including injury levels and armor points. So we do have a heal for 14, which is good because we want to keep him alive because he's got that +1 luck. But with that, I think it is now the hand's turn. Here we go. Rude Slap. Oh no. When this card is drawn face down, the monster points at the ground. When this card is drawn face up, target and attack a survivor in the right spot. Oh no. So we have to... Okay. So basically this the hand monster points at the ground. So he just holds his finger out, points at the ground saying, come here. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. So the hand points his finger in front of him, saying that someone needs to come up and take an attack. So, so when the card is drawn face down, the monster points to the ground. When the card is drawn face up, target and attack a survivor in the right spot. So that's right in front of him, right here actually, which sucks because he's on the giant stone face, and I can't surge. So then, when it's face up and we draw it, he does speed 2, hits on 2+ for 6 damage. And if the eyes are open, then crazy stuff happens. If the monster does not attack, perform the penalty. We do not want the penalty. Let's read it real quick, because I forgot to do that when I was going through the AI. The hand points at a random survivor. They must roll on the table below. 1, your skull crushes your brain. You die. 2+, your ribs suddenly twist inward to puncture your heart. If you have no survival, you die. Otherwise, lose all survival and suffer the broken ribs severe injury. Bad. Super, super, super bad. We do not want to suffer the penalty. So whatever it takes, we need to do what he says and get in there. So so he points at the ground in front of him. Now, normally, right? So these the block 1 goes away. Yeah, lasts until your next act. So those blocks go away. We need to pick someone to take that attack. I think we want to do the most armor points, because normally we'd run up to him and we'd block, and I would send the beacon shield in because we can block 2 attacks on that shield, but we have to spend an action to get up onto the giant stone face. So that means that we don't have surge, so we can't spend an action to block anymore. So we just have to take it and hope we do it. So I think I'm going to send 26. She has +2, +3 evasion, and she's got 5 armor to all the hit locations. So we're going to send 26 up, which is right here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is an action to get up on there. So that's her turn. She's up there. Now, what do we want to do with the rest of them? I think we want to keep them all there. And we can block. We're just going to have everybody block, but it doesn't matter because we know exactly what the next card is going to be, right? So now it's the hand's turn. So now we're going to attack speed 2. Hits on a 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+. And they aren't doomed, so we can dodge it. So 5+. 1 miss, 1 hit, 6 damage. We're definitely going to spend a survival. They have leather armor, so they can't get that survival back. They're going to dodge it. That's it. 1 card down. All right, it's our turn again. So we're going to back off. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go right there. And then I think Giant Stone Face, let me look at the train for that. I think you can jump off as a free action. I didn't bother to look. Okay. Move on to any space occupied by Giant Stone Face is an action. Ranged weapons. Okay, survivors atop the Giant Stone Face move normally on it and ignore obstacles when drawing a line of sight. Monsters may always draw a line of sight to them. So it looks like they can move off of it without anything going on. So so she's going to move back to where she was. She's going to block. Everybody else is going to stay right there, and they're going to block. So I'm going to put just tokens on the shield just to remind myself that everybody blocked. And we're going to wait. Come at me, hand. Bullet jabs. Survivor with the most blue affinity. So this is another thing I forgot to talk about. When you have linked gear grids, linked affinities, that is the most linked affinities, I guess. I guess that would be right. Yeah. So so I went ahead and put tokens on these polarized aura. Most people, all of them have one red affinity. These three all have one blue affinity, so they're all tied. And then the only one that is different really is 26, and they have three green affinities, so they've got the most green affinities. So we can, if it's red or blue, we can pick. If it's green, it's going to be 26. And we are doing the most blue affinities, so we can pick between these three. We want 14 because 14 can block 2 attacks with his beacon shield. So it's going to go step and attack the target. So it's going to go step through him and end up right here and attack the target. So that's speed 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's bad. So we can block 2 of these and dodge 1 of them. Hold on just a second. All right. Okay, so sorry. Speed evasion. We're gonna hit on a 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus. Couple misses, please. Oh, all of them are hits. All of them. So we block 2 of them. Oh, 2 damage isn't too bad though. All right, foot, and chest. So we are going to dodge. So let's bring him out. So he's got 4 armor to all the locations. So that'd get rid of all the armor. So let's dodge the leg. So let's spend a survival. See if we spend it. 1. We do spend it. Okay, so we take 2 to the body and 2 to the legs. Whew. That wasn't absolutely horrible. See, after any of these eyes are open, bleed 2, +4 accuracy and +1 damage. Hits cannot be blocked or dodged. Like, having the eye open is bad. But that's the end. All right. Now it's our turn again. We want to stay close to him, and I think we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Actually, we'll go there because we want to be within range still. So we're just going to keep maneuvering around him, and then everybody's going to block again. And then we wait for the hand to make its next move. 2 cards down out of 11, I guess. Thunderbolt Right. Survivor with the most red affinities. So we can pick again. We want the beacon shield again because it's speed 2, 7 damage. Even if it's 2 hits, we shield both of them. So, I forgot. He attacked 14 last time, so we suffer 1 brain damage from Ghost Step, and we suffer another brain damage from Ghost Step for this one. So after this, we might want to rotate him out and have the hand attack somebody else. But we're going to do it. So Ghost Step through here, ends up right there, and then he's going to attack for speed 2. It's on a 4 plus, 5 plus, 6 plus, which that's pretty good. 2 perfect hits. But the nice thing is we block 2 with that beacon shield. So spend an activation to ignore 2 hits the next time you are attacked. Lasts until your next act. Cannot use block more than once per attack. So no damage other than the brain. That's the end of that. Now I want to swap 14 out. He's out. He's out of brain. He can take 1 more brain. But I want to hold off on that just in case we have no choice. And we have to attack him. So we're going to keep that. So let's move him 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move 26. 1, 2, 3, 4 right up front, and then 1, 2, 3. So we're going to hope he's going to come here, and then everybody will kind of be in that range again if we need to move into place. Everybody shields again. And here we go. Full power flick. When this is drawn face down, the monster proudly raises a single finger. When this card is drawn face up, target the survivor with the most armor points. Okay, that's going to be 26, who we kind of wanted to get attacked anyways. Okay, the target is doomed. Ouch. Perform ghost step, then attack the target. Bummer. Okay, so speed 2 hits on a 2+ for 4 damage. And then we don't suffer that knockback because the eye isn't open, which, that's crazy. Just read that real quick. So the eye is open. After damage, bash, and knockback 19. During knockback, instead of stopping at a survivor's movement at the board edge, the survivor goes flying off into the darkness, never to be heard from again. Dead. They're doomed, so they can't dodge it. They just take it. That's it. They're off the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They have to be on the edge of the board and get knocked this way for them to stay on. Not good to have the eyes open. That's why I'm doing the applause. Okay, so he raises a single finger. He performs. Okay, so we're gonna do it face up, face down. When this card is drawn face up. Okay, so this would have given them the opportunity to run to the board edge so they can get to the side. So if they do suffer knockback, they can get in. So there's ways of mitigating that, I guess. Okay, then when this card is drawn face up, so we're going to do that. We're going to block again. Everybody's blocking. And then he's going to ghost step through 26. Ends up right here. 26 suffers 1 brain damage. So it goes down to 2 insanity. Okay. And then he's going to do speed 2. It's on a 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+. And we can't dodge these, but we are blocking one of them. 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+. All right, 1 miss, and we block the other one. Whew. All right. Now I think we're gonna keep 26 right up front and hope that he still attacks her. We might move. Yeah, I think everybody's good. Yep, I think we're all just gonna stay there. We're gonna block again, and see what happens. Sorry, this is kind of a boring showdown because you're just kind of barreling down. You just got your shield up. You're not doing anything. The eyes aren't opening or closing. I'm sorry that this isn't the most exciting video in the world, but this is the way to get through the hand, in my opinion. This is the best way. We need all the survivors we can get. We can't afford to try to kill him and risk TPKing because we're back down to 6 and we're in really bad shape again. So this is the way it has to be. AI. Soft chuckle. The noise fills the survivors with unprecedented dread. All non-death survivors lose 1 survival and roll 1d10. Add each survivor's courage to their result rolled. On a 15+, the survivor is knocked down in fear. Okay, so everyone loses 1 survival. Bummer. Okay, roll a d10. So 26 is going to roll a d10. 2. Add each survivor's courage to their result. On a 15+, the survivor is knocked down in fear. Otherwise, they suffer 5 brain damage, -1 accuracy token from their shaking limbs, and full move directly away from the monster. Ouch. Okay, so it's gonna she's gonna suffer 5 brain damage. See, all that brain damage is now gone, and she's gonna suffer a severe brain injury. And gain a -1 accuracy token. Let me pull that out real quick. Which that doesn't even matter because we're not attacking, but it's there. All right. Now I believe we get. Let me look at our innovation deck because I think that we get a plus to our insanity rolls. Accept the darkness. Add 2 to all brain trauma rolls. Great. Alright. +2. 1. Oh my gosh. 2, 3. Memory loss. Lose 2 levels of weapon proficiency. 26 has no weapon proficiencies, so perfect. Okay. I actually like 1. Let's just keep doing 1. Yeah, I would like 1 the whole time. Okay, and then what else happens? -1 activation from the shaken moves and full move directly away from the monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. See, this is the setup again. We need to be close to him because he tells us to do things, we have to do them. But if we're too far away, we can't get into range, into those spots, and then we get murderized. So this is all part of that tactic to get us away from him so that we can't get in range. But we have dash, so we can get in there. So we should be okay. All right, 23. I mean, they have 0 courage, so it's impossible. It's impossible to get this 15 plus for 23. So they're going to suffer 5 brain damage. So all their insanity is gone. Ugh, this card is horrible. And they suffer a severe brain injury. +2 to this roll. 3, 4, 5. Danger Seizure. You thrash about wildly, dealing 1 damage to yourself and every adjacent survivor. There's none. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. Okay. So that's 5 insanity. Good. That's what I need. We gain a random disorder. Which, random disorders always just suck. I hate disorders. They're just always so crippling. Alright. Honorable. So we can't attack from the blind spot, I believe that's what that is. You believe in honor and fairness when conducting yourself on the battlefield. If it is these strong principles that have kept you alive, and you will not abandon them under any circumstances. You cannot attack the monster from its blind spot or knockdown. No blind spot. No KO. Okay, I'll be right back again. Okay, so 23 gets honorable, 1d5 insanity, then he has to move as far away as possible, or that's her, so she's going to move. I mean, we can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move right there. That's away from it, right? Oh, and full move directly away from the monster. Okay, we can't move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that's bad. We get all separated. We're all in the wrong directions. This could go bad real quick. Okay, so 14 has a chance. 14 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 courage. So I need to get a 8 plus. 9, okay. 15 plus, so I was knocked down in fear. Okay, so that's Beacon Shield, so he's going to be knocked down. Okay. Then lastly, 27 has no way of getting 15 because they have no courage. So they suffer 5 brain damage. Oh, and -1 accuracy token to both of them, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and then we roll on the severe injury table. Whoops. 5, 6, 7. Random disorder, 1d5 insanity. 10, 5 insanity. I like that. Alright, random disorder, which I don't like. And then it would close all of its lenses, but it doesn't. Oh, and he has to move 5 directly away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we're all way spread out, but luckily it's our turn next, so. Oh no. Oh man. Not this one. Why do I always get these, like, crippling? Like, I'm always getting these. No sharp objects. I need to start investing in fucking clubs because, I mean, like, I've gotten this a bunch of times, like 2 or 3 times on this one campaign. This is, oh, I'm so mad. I hate this. Well, I don't know. I don't know at this point. Whatever. 5 insanity at least. That's good. All right, let's move this brain trauma out of the way. All right, soft chuckle bastard. All right, it's our turn now. So, I'm going to have 27 spend a survival. They don't spend it to encourage. Encourage 14, and then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have him come in because he's got. Oh no, nope, 4. Nope. So we're gonna just go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be right there. So I think 27 is gonna take it next time, hopefully, because they have 5 insanity. So that'll get them there. So hopefully we do a red or a blue affinity or something like that. And all of them are going to block again. What new horrible thing is going to happen now? Liver blow. Survivor with the most green affinities, which is 26, unfortunately. So they are going to get ghost stepped. Damn it. Okay. Right through 26. They're going to suffer a severe brain injury yet again. I hate this. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Flee. You're knocked down and suffer knockback equal to your movement towards the closest board edge. Okay, that's not bad. We gain 1d5 insanity. Oh, okay. Okay, we don't suffer disorder. We just go close to the board edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're knocked down. See, I wonder if this happens. Okay, so I mean, so you go step first. Here's my thought, guys. You go step first. Insanity. The severe head injury immediately triggers before you attack the target. So you would flee, you'd run away and get knocked down, then he would attack. He has nothing to attack. Speed 2 hits on 2+ for 5 damage. I think that there's nothing to attack because we resolve the insanity stuff first. Let me read this again. Flee. You are knocked down and suffer knockback equal to your movement towards the closest board edge. I mean, that's knockback right now. And we've already performed Ghost Step, so we're not performing Ghost Step again. So yeah, I feel comfortable that the attack does not happen. Okay. All right. So now we are going to have, it's our turn now. Again, 27 is going to spend another survival. Doesn't spend it to encourage 26. And then we are going to, who do we want to take it? We want somebody, any of them with insanity. I think 26 is actually in a good spot to take it. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And then we're going to do the rest of them. 1, 2, yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right there. I think that's what we're going to do. Actually, we're going to do here. Or should we do here? Yeah, because if we ghost step, we don't. If this one gets ghost stepped, we don't want her to get it. So just in case, let's go right there. All right, and everyone blocks again. Exciting battle, guys. I know. Hold on to your butts. Liver blow. There's 2 liver blows. That sucks. All right. Well, ghost step. Green affinity, so 26, which that's okay. Ghost step. She suffers 1 brain damage, so she's down to 4. Okay. And then we're gonna attack. She blocks one of these automatically, so we're gonna hit on 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+. 1 miss, 1 hit. That hit is blocked. All right. End of the turn. I think we want 5 or 26 to take it again. I mean, she's got 4 insanity. She's got the most armor. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So everyone blocks again. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, right there. Yep, everybody blocks again. Here we go. Thunderbolt right. Didn't we already have a Thunderbolt right too? Thunderbolt right. I guess there's a couple of the same cards. I never noticed that before. Liver blow. Huh. Okay. So most red affinities. So we can have it attack 26 because all of them have the same amount of red affinities. So we're going to go through. She's going to suffer brain damage, so that takes her down to 3. And then we're going to attack 2, hits on a 4+, 5+, 6+, 7+, for 7 damage. So 1 miss, 1 hit. She blocks 1 because of her shield. Nothing. All right. I think, again, I think we're just going to move her here so that if he goes through, he's not going to go step through 2 people, just 1. And then everyone's going to block again. Sorry, guys. This is how it goes. Take your best shot. When this is drawn face down, the monster turns to face away from the most possible survivors. Okay, so it turns that way. Then it moves 1 space forward and crosses its arms. Okay, shoot. Okay. This is a duration. When this card is in play, the monster gains -10 evasion. If a trap card is revealed for any sort, place the monster behind the revealer. The revealer suffers the following. When this is drawn face up, draw an AI card. So we don't do anything. We're all just gonna stay right. You know what? We're gonna move. We're gonna move up 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Let's move up 2. 1, 2. 2. We'll move right there. Okay, and then we're all gonna block again. We're not gonna take your best shot. Then when this is drawn face up, so that'd be the end. We're drawing it face up. We draw an AI card. Line up. So see, this is the one that is the killer. When this card is drawn face down, the monster casually opens its arms. When this card is drawn face up, target and attack all survivors in the right spot. If the monster does not attack, every living survivor perform the penalties. So we have to all get in this line right here by our next turn. So it's now, so he opens his arms and says, line up. So we are going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 2. Okay, we can make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now, so it's 2 to each side for this whole line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, yeah, we're okay. Yep, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yep, perfect. Sorry, I'm retarded. Okay, we've all lined up. We're all blocking. Line of shields. Now, when this card is drawn face up, target and attack all survivors in the right spot. So at least we don't do ghost step, so that's good. All right, so we're going to attack 26, who's going to hit on 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+, and we're blocking one of these. So that's 2 hits, so 1's blocked, and we're going to spend a survival to dodge the other. Okay, 23 is next. We're going to hit on a 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus again. And we're blocking 1. 1 miss, 1 hit, and we blocked it. Okay. 14 is going to go. They blocked 2. 1 miss probably. Hold on. 2, 3, 4. 4 plus. So 2 hits, 2 blocks from that beacon shield. And then the last one, 27. We're blocking 1 of these, and we're going to hit on a 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus. So that's 2 hits. 1's blocked by the shield, and we're going to spend a survival. 9, we don't spend it to dodge the other one. All right. The next card is Applause. So we're going to stand there, middle fingers and shields at the ready, and the hand's turn now. Applause. At the start of the showdown, place this card, da-da-da. The survivors fall to their knees in agony, their bones suddenly twisting and changing. For each survivor, cure all broken injuries and roll 1d10. Then, in the showdown, the survivors are victorious. Okay. Alright, 26 is going to roll a d10. 6. Gain +1 permanent strength. Awesome. Alright. They're now at +3 strength. Uh, 23. 5. +1 permanent strength. +4 strength, which that's awesome. Okay. 14. 3. Spend 1 survival or die from shock. Okay, we have a survival, so we spend it. That's okay. And finally, 27. 3. Spend 1 survival or die from shock. We have a survival. Done. All right, we are victorious. I like the hand battle, just because it's kind of cool to just kind of block and not attack. But like it's just weird. Like it's a weird showdown. It's just such a strange showdown. Someday I will be in a place where I feel strong enough where I think I can take him, and I'm gonna try a battle with him and see if I can defeat him. I mean, maybe I'll just run a one-off where I face the hand again with the characters that I have alive now and just see how it goes, just for fun. If you guys are interested, let me know. I will get annihilated. I am 100% positive I will get annihilated, but it might be fun to watch, and I kind of like to try it out. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe next one I'll do like a one-off, not part of the Not Home Settlement. This is just a what if. What if we decided to attack him, and just see, because it'd be kind of interesting. Okay, but anyways, we're victorious. So we all gain 1 hunt XP, weapon proficiency. We didn't do any of that. Rewards. The hand hesitates before leaving. Roll 1d10 and consult the table below. The group gains any listed resources or gear. So 1 through 4 is -1 population. 9 plus is -1 population. Five. Okay. So the hand is a sore loser and punts a broken lantern. So we get the broken lantern. So let's grab that. There it is. Okay. And then a random survivor suffers a random severe head injury. Add 1 scrap to the settlement storage. Okay. So I'm gonna do 1 of the returning survivors, just to make it easier. So severe head injury. Sorry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 27, which is actually perfect because they've got the no sharp objects. So they're going to suffer a severe head injury. So let's roll 8. concussion. Your brain is scrambled like an egg. Gain a random disorder and 1 bleeding token. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Seizures. Okay. Alright, so during the showdown, whenever you suffer damage to your head, knock down. Head damage. Knocked down. Okay, well, they're a baby maker anyways, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Cool. So, that's it. So we return to the settlement victorious. So this replaces the hunt for Lantern Year 13. So we're going to get 5 endeavors. 3 is not a returning survivor. I'll explain why I didn't send him out, her out. 3 is a her. Explain why I didn't send her out. Mainly because we don't gain any proficiencies. We'll gain 1 XP, and then if she goes out again, then she's retired. If we send her out on a different battle where she has a chance to attack, she goes up 2 XP, and that hits right before her retirement. So then she can go out on 1 more battle. So we're kind of maximizing, her strength, because she'll age at the very end. So I'll give her a little bit more buff, and then she'll go out 1 more time. Hopefully, like the Watcher or something like that, I'll keep her around for that. Or if I'm really low on population, I can send her out and we can make some more babies. But for now, 3 is going to take a sideline, and we'll save her for a better showdown. But anyways, with that, I'll be right back. I'm going to set up the settlement phase, and we'll go from there. All right, we've returned to the settlement, victorious, in quotes. First off, we're going to let's add 1 hunt XP to every single one of them. Nobody ages up, so nobody gains a proficiency because we are just kind of we didn't attack with anything, so that's a bummer. All right, so that's that. Let's keep our returning survivors together just in case. So we're gonna move into Lantern Year 14 now. Gain 5 endeavors. We got them. I got them spread out. Trying to figure out how to use these. And then we're going to do Hooded Knight after that, which I didn't look at. So let's shuffle these guys up, which again, I just don't really know how to do. Sure. All right. And then we'll look at 10. 1. So the top card. Oh, I hate these cards. Acid Storm. Great. The air tastes sour and burns the survivors' cracked lips. The sky cracks in great flashes, revealing spiraling black clouds. Finally it opens, dousing everything in acid rain. Okay, let's go. 9. Alright, some of the debris around the settlement becomes useful due to strange effects of the storm. Add 1 scrap to the settlement storage. Okay, cool. Alright, the storm affects music endeavors. The storm inspires +2 to the result of all art endeavors. Okay. Nightmare training and cooking. We can get a founding stone. We don't have nightmare training, so we're good. I think that's it. Whew. Okay, that wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. I didn't want the 1. Each returning survivor must archive a gear card of their choice, which that would royally suck. Okay, well, I think that's it. I'm going to put it on top just in case, but I think that's that. Let's pull out Hooded Knight, because I forgot to look that up and grab that prepared. Hoping for intimacy. Insight. Hooded Knight. If any survivor has a Twilight Sword, they duel. Nobody has a Twilight Sword, so we have a mysterious agenda. So let's roll here. 9. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered parcel into the hands of a returning survivor with the most hunt XP. Okay. The returning survivors are here. The most hunt XP is 14. Great. We gotta get that. We gotta get that endeavor that gets rid of disorders, because we gotta get rid of that binge eating and squeamish stuff. That's ridiculous. Okay. All right. With most hunt XP, the Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business. So we add the Hooded Knight 4 years from now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hooded Knight. Okay, and then we do tattered parcels. The survivor gains the Twilight Sword rare gear. Place it in their gear grid now. The survivors may select Twilight Sword as a weapon proficiency type. This weapon is cursed. This may not be removed from your gear grid for any reason. When you die, archive this card. So let me go grab that real quick. Alright, the Twilight Sword. Slow, cursed, cumbersome, sentient, irreplaceable. Slow means that if you get +1 speed, it doesn't matter. Cursed means that you cannot get rid of it. Cumbersome means that you have to use your movement and your action to use it. Sentient, I'm not sure what that means. It just means it can talk to you, I guess. Irreplaceable means if you die, it's gone. Gains Devastating 2 when fighting the Watcher. I'm not sure what Devastating 2 is, but we'll look that up if we make it to the Watcher. Accuracy is 9 minus the Twilight Sword's proficiency level. So accuracy will hit on a 9+ right now, and then as I gain weapon proficiencies in the Twilight Sword, that goes down. So it's really hard at the beginning to hit with the Twilight Sword, but it'll be like the more proficient we are with it, the better. So let's go ahead and add that's not how you spell Twilight. Twilight Sword. Alright, let's see here. What does it say? Okay, so they may select it as a proficiency type, but they don't gain a proficiency right away. Okay, so 14 now has the Twilight Sword. Well, that's pretty good. It'll be interesting. So we're gonna have to send them out with 2 weapons, and then we'll attack once with the Twilight Sword to gain that proficiency, and then we'll switch over to a different weapon after that. So that's kind of the strategy behind it that I have used in the past. All right. Well, there's that. Okay. So now we update the death count. There is none. Check milestones. Nope. Develop. So here's what I'm thinking. The scrap is just going to go into storage. Oh, it's right on top. Dirt. Because there's no real way to use that. So that's gone. Now, my endeavors. I can't use anything to build, but here's what's going on, and I'm struggling with this. So here we go. I want to innovate. I want to get that surge so bad. I have a whatever and an organ, so I need either a bone or a hide. So I can use pottery. I don't know what ret. I'm not sure what that means. Spend 1 herb resource and gain 1 hide basic resource. Limit once per lantern year. So I can turn this acanthus into a hide, and that would allow me to hide organ. This would become a bone. It would allow me to innovate. The problem with that is the other part of pottery. Fermentation. Spend 1 organ resource and gain a love juice basic resource. So I could spend this sinew and get a love juice. I can't do both because I don't have enough. All I have is 2 broken lanterns, a whatever I want, and an organ, and an herb. I'm at 10 population. I really need the population to go up. But I really need to innovate for that surge. And I really don't know what the best option is. I've got 3 endeavors that I can try to intimacy with augury, but that's an 8+. 3 chances for an 8+. I could send 3 out next year and then use all 5 endeavors for matchmaking, which that might be our best bet. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm going to spend 1 herb resource and gain 1 hide basic resource. So that gives me hide, organ, bone. I can now innovate with an endeavor. So I've used 1 to change this into a hide. And then I get rid of the organ and the whatever. And then I spend that to innovate. And let me grab my innovation deck. Here it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 in 7 chance, or 2 in 7 chance of getting surge. It has to happen one time. Like, I have been searching, like, look at all these endeavors, all of them, and not 1 surge. Not 1. All right. Here we go. Face painting. Great. Was this one it? Oh, hovel. Your lantern, there it was. I just want to make sure it was still in the deck. Because, jeez, come on. Okay, I'm going to adopt the strategy of not gaining any more cards. So I could take face painting. I could add +1 to the intimacy story event. But that would cost an endeavor. I don't know. I mean, +1 survival and survival limit goes up 1. That's super good. I'd have to gain the hovel consequences, which would go against the strategy of trying to desperately get surge. But that +1 survival limit and +1 for departing, that's huge. I mean, we're going to need that survival. It's going to be harder and harder to max out when we go out, because I had to try really hard for the hand to get them all at 6 or at 7. We get to 8 and then gain 4 when we go out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do hovel. Okay, hovel it is. So we get 4 when we depart. 4 survival going out now, and our survival limit is now 8. Okay. So the not home now becomes their home. The settlement accepts this nightmarish landscape as their home. Alright, I'll add the hovel consequences to my deck. That's now done. Now, so now I have 3 endeavors remaining. And let's see. So I'm gonna, if I do get intimacy, I'm gonna have 27 and 28 make the baby. reroll hasn't been used and reroll hasn't been used. So we have good chances of surviving, and this guy's worthless. And you know, and yeah, my other baby makers are all males, so I have to pick a female that's good. So here we go. I'm gonna spend. I thought about scrap smelting, but I think I'm gonna spend all of it to try to augury. All right, here we go. Where's my tree? Here we go. First one, augury. Four. Game +1 survival. Oh, I didn't pick a survivor to do this. Maybe I should have. Understanding is 3 higher. Okay. So I could have 2 who's retired. They're gonna do it. Okay. They have a shit ton of survival too. So okay. So 5 would have been the game 1 survival. Okay. Next one. 10 intimacy. Whew. Okay, and then so we have 1 intimacy. 1, 2. I don't have any resources left. Oh, I've got those 2, but I think this is a choice. Lose 1 resource from this element. If you do, gain +1 understanding. I think that it's a choice, so I don't think I'm going to do it. So that's the end. So I get 1 intimacy, which, okay, that's all right. So let's do it. Smooth move, X-Lax. All right. 27 and 28 are going to make a baby. Here we go. So we roll with disadvantage. Come on, please. A 5 and a 6. Okay. So a 5. A new survivor is brought kicking and screaming into the world. Good. That's all I wanted. 29 is born, and they are. I'm gonna just make them a female because we have so many male baby makers that we're just gonna need as many females as we can. So +2 strength, +1 evasion. Okay, Lantern year 14 is when they were born. Awesome. So our population becomes 11. A little bit extra breathing room, just a little tiny bit. Cool. Okay, well, that's it for the settlement event, or the settlement phase, right? Endeavor, and then, yep, prepare departing survivors, and that's it. So, we survived the hand. We made a baby this year. I couldn't ask for a better year. Next year we'll probably fight level 2 Screaming Antelope. Tempted to do level 3, but I don't think we're quite ready yet. Yeah, I think we need at least a few more years, and we'll kind of test ourselves against that level 2 Butcher that's coming, entering year 16. So next year, nothing's on the timeline at this point, so that's good. And then the year after, on entering year 16, is level 2 Butcher. So if we do good against the level 2 Butcher, then we'll try for some level 3 White Line or level 3 Screaming Antelope. But I think next year we'll do level 2 Screaming Antelope, try to gain as much resources as we can, and go from there. But a little bit of breathing room at the Not Home Settlement. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time.